I just want to be appreciated.
What's up? My name's Pierre, and we can go grab some Chipotle, and then we can come out here and watch the sunset together. And then I'm always down for date number 2.
I don't know what I was expecting you to look like with a voice like that, but goddamn. Well, I did look on your page a little bit, and I did see that you are a chef, and this girl loves to eat. So, with that being said, I wouldn't mind having you on my menu.
It says you posted a silly video during the pandemic shooting your shot at a boy in Miami 6 years ago, and it's now resurfaced and trending all over again, and people want to know what happened, and now you have to relive the embarrassment. Damn, so she really went out with him.
I just want to be appreciated.
What's up? My name's Pierre, and
if the world could open up and just swallow me right now, this would be the exact moment that I prayed that it did. Because this was so embarrassing. Seeing this resurface makes me want to vomit. It's because like 2019, pandemic, 2020, 2021 even. Everything on TikTok was like TikTok dances and cringy content and like very cutesy girl vibes. So I was just in the trend. Pierre and I did end up meeting. It didn't work out. I'm 26 years old. I'm gonna be 27 next year. Like, so much has changed. So much has happened since when this video was posted in 2019, 2020. Okay? I was 19, 20 years old. But anyways, after my stitch back to his video, it was pandemic time, so we couldn't actually see each other because of travel restriction. So we used to FaceTime, video chat, all that. I even used to post about it online. He is a personal chef, so he actually landed a gig with a celebrity, a well-known celebrity that you guys probably know who he was with. They used to come to Toronto quite often. So he got his passport. He hit me up one day and was like, hey, like, I'm coming to Toronto. Like, I would love to see you in person. At the time, I'm still at Brock University, so I'm out in Niagara, okay? So I'm like telling my friends, I'm like, girls, you need to help me out. I'm gonna go see my man. Like, my man is coming for me. Like, we gotta go see my man. So he flies in. The guy flies into Montreal. I'm like, bro, I'm in Toronto, like Ontario. It's a province. That's where you need to be. So he had to figure that out because he didn't know the differences between provinces and territories. But anyways, he ended up coming and we went for dinner. I was like, it was like love at first sight. I was like, oh my god, my baby. And he's like, ah, like cutesy. We went on our date. We had fun. I actually enjoyed it. So that happened a couple of times. And I think in between I would post like, oh, me talking to him or me with him and all this stuff. But this one visit is when things started to go. Another day I went to go visit him and I realized that there's another girl's like eyelashes all on his bed. So I go to my homegirl like, girl, you seeing that? And she's saying like, that don't look pretty good. And I'm like, this is awkward. Like, why am I seeing eyelashes and glitter and stuff on my man's bed? Like, no, I brought it up to him that same day and he literally said it was the other boys' girl, but I was like, it was the other boys' girl, don't worry, it's on your bed. But hey, we weren't official or anything, so I just can't really have a say in that because he's my man, that's not my man. Then at this point now he's met some of my family members. I met like some of his family members. So I'm thinking things are just starting to smoothly go forward. He brings up a concern to me and he's like I've come so many times to Toronto and you haven't made the efforts to come to see me in the States. Like, I would love for you to come over here and we can do all these cute things. And then I'm like, okay, what? Fair point, valid point. You have made the efforts to come here like more than once. And you've always made the time to actually come and meet me. The least I can do is actually make some effort to come over to the US as well. My friend was getting married in Indiana, Chicago area. And the flight from there to Tampa at the time was like $50. So I said to my parents, I was like, hey, I'm not coming back with y'all. I'm going to go see a man out in Tampa. They were so pissed. They were mad. They were so mad. My brother was so disrespectful. My brother was all like, I didn't raise you like that. Like, why would you go fly to go see some hoe? And he was ballistic. Honestly, low-key, rightfully so, minus the dissing. But anyways, I said, I'm gonna take a chance on love. And I went, right? So I get there. I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come to Tampa. Can you come pick me up at this time? And he's like, oh my gosh, you're coming. Like, great. But picking up from where I left off, I feel like, even though I did share screenshots of timelines, I think I just need to clarify. We met in 2020. We were talking 2021, 2022, but this brings us to Tampa 2023. So there's been a period of time where like we were seeing each other, because as mentioned before, he was coming over to Canada quite often because he was working for a celebrity. So we were seeing each other, talking to each other, but we weren't dating, okay? So now this brings us to Tampa. So I hit him up and I'm like, hey, like I actually can meet you in Tampa. Can you pick me up from the airport at this time? He was flying in from Miami to Tampa because that weekend, I don't know, he had some stuff sorted out, which is why he invited me to Tampa to begin with. I just wasn't sure if I could have went with the wedding and how the things were going on. But when I looked at the price and everything like that, I was like, Ashley can. So that's why I called him. I'm like, hey, I can actually meet you in Tampa. Can you pick me up at this time? His flight from Miami to Tampa was a little bit after my flight that I had bought in already. So that meant that I was going to reach in Tampa before he did. So I was like, let me be smart and not a careless girl. I actually booked a separate hotel and stay and accommodations for myself with cancellation just in case things went to over there. So I arrived in Tampa. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in a new place. I'm in a new area. This is going to be so much fun. So I texted him and I'm like, hey, like I just landed. Like, what is the vibe? Like, what's the plans? Like, where are we staying? Is it 2 separate bedrooms? Like, yada, yada. He tells me that we're staying at the Hard Rock in Tampa and that if I just Uber myself there, I should be able to get into the room just fine because he put my name under the room as well. And if that doesn't work, that it's under his name, but he made sure to mention that there's like a +1 guest. So I said, okay, no problem. Have a safe flight. I'll see you soon. And so on. So I Uber myself to the Hard Rock Hotel. It's only like, I don't even know, like 20 minutes or something like that. I get there and I go to the check-in desk and I'm like, hey, I'm just checking in for Arnell. If not, it's under Pierre Jones. The lady looks at me and she's like, oh, okay, no problem. She does her little thing. And then she's like, oh, Sir Pierre Jones. I'm like, and they're like, okay, well, you just have to sit right here and wait until he arrives. So I was like, oh, but he mentioned to me that my name is under the room. But if not, it's a +1 guest. Like, I'm the +1 guest. Like, can I not just check in my stuff early? And they're like, well, because it's military service, like, he has to be here. So I'm like, military service? What do you mean military service? And this is important because, as I said, we've been talking from 2020 to 2023. He has never mentioned to me that he was in the military. He never told me that he was ever serving or anything like that. Even the times I see him in Toronto, I'm getting upset right now. He never told me that he was in the military. So I'm sitting there dumbfounded. Like, I'm like, what do you mean military service? And why can't I check in? Like, he has to be here. Like, Sir Pierre Jones has to be here because it's a military-based room. I was like, okay. So I sit there, and obviously he's on the plane, so his phone's on airplane mode, and I text him, I'm like, hey, I can't check in. I have to wait until you're here because they're saying, like, it's a military-based room. So I'm like, military, question mark, question mark, question mark. And obviously I just had to sit there, and I had to wait. So I'm sitting there waiting, and then obviously he gets off the plane, so he texts me, hang tight, I'm going to explain everything when I get there. I'm like, okay, a little bit annoyed and confused at the same time because, as I said, this dude never mentioned to me that he was in the military, and I'm like, it's already late, like, I'm tired. I wanted to just chill out and hang out. So I'm sitting there waiting, and he said, okay, about an hour. So I'm like, an hour, that's okay. I can wait that. So I sit in the chair and I'm waiting. I'm playing games, texting my girls. Like, he's saying that he's going to be here soon. I'm in this damn hotel waiting. An hour goes by. 2 hours go by. Like, where you at? Where you at? I'm about to dip to go to my own hotel. I wait again. 3 hours come by. Then all of a sudden he comes in, but it's like a bunch of stuff happening. I see his military vest and this and that, and they're like, Sir Pierre Jones. And he's like, yes, he checks in. Then he gives me the card and he's like, hey, happy to see you. Gives me one big hug. And I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. I'm like, what is going on? You need to explain. He's like, I will explain everything when we get upstairs. He's like, do you want a hot chocolate, a coffee, anything like that? He's like, I'm thirsty. I want to get something from the cafe. We go to one of the little cafes and he sits down. He's like, do you want a hot chocolate or tea or anything? And I'm just like irritated. I'm like, hello, like, you can't just drop this on my lap and not elaborate yet. I know you're tired. I'm tired. Like, come on, just tell me. So he's like, I serve in the military. He's like, I never told you. I'm like, no. You never brought it up in conversation. You never brought it up at any time you saw me. You never said anything. You just thought, like, you being a chef was your job. Like, you never told me about anything else. I know you act. I know you're an actor as well, but you never told me that you're also in the military. You don't think you don't want to drop that on me? Now, personal preference, I would never date a dude in the military. Never. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Like, I don't know. I know you girls know and understand me. Like, I know you've seen some of the videos and stuff. Like, apparently sometimes they can be toxic. I don't know. Personal preference, I wouldn't go for anyone in the military. So I'm like, okay, so what's the real reason that you're in Tampa then? Because you told me that you just had stuff to do. You never told me, like, the depths of it, and you just told me to come out here, but you didn't tell me, like, what is the real reason that you're in Tampa? It was like in deployment or something like that, training camp, boot camp, something like that. That's why he's here. And that's why he moves around each state so often. And I'm like, so how long do I have with you right now? Like, are you just here for right now, or do you have to go? Like, how does this military thing work? He's like, well, you're only here for 2 days anyways, right? I'm like, I have school, so I'm only out here to spend like honestly under 2 days with you because of my flight times and stuff. So we don't really have that much time together. So like, do I get that full time with you or not really? He's like, no, like you do. I have to actually leave a little early. I'm like, what do you mean you have to leave a little bit early? He's like, we technically have a day and a half together, and then he has to go. So I was like, okay, why would you not have said that or mentioned that to me? Let's just go upstairs. So we go upstairs, we check in, and he brings up all his military stuff. And I actually go in the bathroom and I take a picture of it because I'm still in shock. I'm like, what? This is real life. So I put on the best and I'm like, oh, this is like military gear. The next day, fine. I'm like, okay, great. We have a full day together. Let's go and do a whole bunch of stuff. So we wake up early. We go for breakfast. He knows I love brunch. So we went to a brunch spot. It was nice. Everything was normal. It felt normal. We enjoyed our little time. I love like the little electric scooters. So then we went on the electric scooters and we went around to go see dolphins because I never seen dolphins before. So we seen dolphins. We went to like a little bar, grabbed like a little drink. And then he said to me, everything was great. I was like, okay, amazing. I love this. Like, I want to go sightseeing some more. Now it's probably only 11 at this point now, maybe 12. I'm like, great, everything is great, this is cute, I'm enjoying my time. Now I'm a person who's never been to Tampa before, so I'm expecting us to like go around, maybe even go shopping, maybe go sightseeing and stuff, because like I'm not from here. So at the bar, he says to me, oh, I want to go to the casino. Have you ever been to the casino before? I was like, no, not really. Like, it's not really of my interest. Like, I have friends that go because I live beside a really big one in Niagara, but I don't gamble. I don't do any of that. Like, it's not really my vibe. And he's like, well, in my downtime, like, I would love to go check out the one at like Hard Rock. I was like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, we can go maybe play like 1 or 2 games, and then we can go and do some other stuff. There's a couple souvenirs that I like to get because I love to get stuff where every time I go to a new place, I always like to get a cup that says like the city or the state or the country, just something of it. So I was like, I would love to go pick up one of the little cups that says like Tampa on it. And he's okay, no problem. So we go to the casino and they're playing the game. I don't really know what's happening. As I said, I'm not into gambling. I'm not into casino. I'm not into any of those things. So I'm just like, watching. I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. But I'm expecting us to only be here for like, what, an hour, 2 hours or something. An hour go by. 2 hours go by. 3 hours go by. 6 hours go by, guys. 6 hours go by. And now I'm getting agitated because like the day has basically gone by. And besides the morning of eating breakfast and seeing dolphins, we haven't done anything that I actually wanted to do. And on top of that, like I'm a little tourist right now. Like, let's go do some touristy things. Like, let me... And the whole time too, guys, like he's on the phone with the celebrity, and they're talking, they're doing, I don't know what was happening. They're just doing their thing, and I'm just sitting there like a homie one, not knowing what's happening. And I'm like, the whole day's going by. It's dark outside now. Like at this point, let me go. So I say, well, I'm gonna go to the mall, and he's like, oh, like you're leaving? I'm like you're just gonna stay here all day? Like I'm literally here right now, and this is what you want to do? He says, sorry. He's like, we can go. Like let me just finish up this one game, and then we can leave. I'm like, okay, great. Like. I'm already over it, guys. Like, I'm over it. I already was texting my homegirls. I was like, guys, I think I might even call this trip early and come home one day earlier. Like, they're like, just let it out. Your flight's already... It doesn't make sense to pay the extra money to cancel it. Like, just let it go. So I'm like, okay. I'm annoyed. I'm just irritated. So we leave. And I'm like, oh, Sugar Factory. I'd never been to Sugar Factory before, but I would love to go to that. And he's like, oh, it's probably still open. We can go. Which is why you guys probably saw this on his live way back when it's a live stream. Like, we were having our Sugar Factory drinks. But I was just over it. I was like... You don't tell me you're in the military. Now you're telling me that you're into gambling. None of the signs were there before, so like you really don't know somebody, you know? So it's cool. We have our cocktails. I'm fine. There's a little other spot that has like alcohol ice cream. I was like, oh, that's cool. I tried that, and I'm chill. I'm fine. Like I didn't know that he was already drunk from the Sugar Factory drink. I didn't know that. To me, he was operating normal, but I guess he was tipsy, lightweight. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't even know that he was drunk. So we get back to the room, and he's just talking some craziness at this point, like just plain craziness, and I'm just like, yuck. I'm like, ugh. Bro, what? I didn't even want him to touch me. I was just like, I'm done. I'm trying to go to bed, just trying to get some shut eye so I can leave the next day. So it was very awkward. There was a lot of tension, I guess you can say, that I was just not happy. And then in the middle of the night, he gets up. He's like, oh, I have to go. Like his phone rings. He's like, oh, I have to go. So then he packs up all of his military stuff, and he's like, it was nice seeing you. Gives me a hug, and then he leaves. So I'm just, I can see myself. I'm just so over it. He leaves. I technically had the whole extra day to myself. So then I took myself out to the mall. I did all the things. I enjoyed the Hard Rock. I had like a good little solo day, and then my flight was that evening. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. On my flight home, I did bawl because that wasn't how I had pictured or envisioned me going over to Tampa. So I was a little crybaby. I was like, so I get back to Canada, I fly into Buffalo, and then I had one of my friends come pick me up from Buffalo Airport to bring me over across to Niagara Falls to go back to my residence at the time. So within the week of me being back, I'm really thinking about everything. I'm like, is this something that I like? Is this a person that I feel I can grow with? Like, I'm really thinking about all these different things. Like, do I want to pursue this? No, like, I'm having a lot of doubt. But within that timeline, he starts love bombing me. Now, as a psychology student, I'm calling it love bombing. This is my opinion, but maybe it was authentic. Maybe he generally meant all the things that he said, but he was like sending messages of like, I really need this time with you. You're amazing. Like, I want to build with you. Like, I love you. Like, it was just a lot all at once right after this little mini trip, and I personally ran away from that. I was like, well, this is a bit much. So I took some time, I prayed about it, I thought about it, and I was like, well, I don't think we are in alignment right now. So I sent him a message, and I was like, hey, like, I really don't think this is going to work out. There's a couple things that I just didn't like, considering the amount of time that I've known you. You never told me that you were in the military. Also, just how certain things happened in that small span of Tampa, like, I wasn't really fond of, and I'm willing to work on this, and we'll see if we can fix this and turn this around. But right now, I'm not feeling the same way that you're feeling right now about the trip. I don't hear from him. All of a sudden, randomly, another day, he sends me this big paragraph. I wish I had a screenshot, but I don't have it. He sends me this big paragraph, and it's completely opposite. He's all like, what? Like, I'm not wasting my time on a girl anymore. Like, it's not going to work out. Like, you're not, blah, blah, blah. Completely negative. Like, just like, blah, blah, blah. All those memes of, like, what they say about Milton, where they go from, like, super lovey-dovey to just, like, that's essentially what this message was. And I was just so taken back by it. I was like, huh? I was like, oh, okay. Like, if that's how you're feeling, sure, so be it. So then ended things. This was just done. I unfollowed him. He unfollowed me. And we went our separate ways. But a month after that, he pops up with a girlfriend. Now, I don't know how things happen because sometimes people meet and then it just clicks and so on. But if I'm going based on my timeline of stuff, I'm like, you had to have been talking to somebody else during this timeline. A month after we end our whatever situationship thing was, like, he had a girlfriend. And I was just like, okay, that's just icing on the cake. Like, it wasn't meant to be. It really wasn't meant to be. Then the year went by and I ended up getting a boyfriend around like September timeline is when I found my little piece of love. And then we just went our separate ways. Catching you guys up to 2026 of this year. So in 2025, I went through a really bad breakup with my man. If I can give any type of big sister advice, do not get in a relationship with an avoidant attachment style man. It damn near train wrecked me, mentally messed me up. Do it. And if they're African too, don't do it. Like, I can't say all men, but like, just don't do it. It was a really bad breakup for me, but I'm doing better now and I am doing things for myself. But in December, I was on set for a photo shoot, so I was with my friend Serafina. And I see a FaceTime call, but it's an American number because I don't have him saved, so I didn't know it was him. I'm thinking it's probably any of my American friends because they change the numbers all the time. Right? So I answer it, and it's him. It's him and his friend. And they're like, Arnell, like, it's been so long. It's been so many years. Because the last time I talked to him was 2023. We did not end on a good note. He's like, oh, we were thinking about you, and like things didn't end up well, but I basically want to take accountability and apologize. Like, he just essentially talked through everything that had happened. And I have to say, the same way as me, like, he has grown and he has matured in a whole different light, and God has definitely worked on his heart, and he's not into a lot of the things that he used to be in. But all in all, like, we ended on a good note. Like, we're mutuals, acquaintance. I support everything that he does in terms of like his acting and anything that he wants to pursue. He did say that he wanted to try to rekindle, but I told him, I'm like, that's gonna be a lot of work, and quite frankly, like, I'm put off and I've moved on and I'm doing my own thing. But no, Pierre and I are cool, and we both recognize that like we were just young and dumb, and it was a pandemic love story. But yeah, I don't think everything has to end on like a hatred note. Like, life happens, people aren't compatible, and you just have to be mature and go on about it. We didn't work out, and that's okay. We're gonna both find people that are in better alignment for us. It was a roller coaster of events between 2020 to 2026, and that's the end of everything.
Hey, what to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. I've been waiting to do this video for like a few days. Good Lord. Let me tell you something, man. I didn't know that this was gonna go like this, but I'm gonna just say this. They were young, and I'm not taking no advice. I'm not taking no word of no young person dating when they say, oh, this is this way and this, don't date this person because they're African. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? Like, anyway, she was, the one thing I caught that she was like, oh, he didn't tell me he was in the army or in the military. He didn't tell me he was in the military. That's a shocker. Oh my God. That's crazy. Because how much stuff women don't tell you? Like, what are we talking about? Like, damn, the military, that's a good thing. Like, hey, he has a career. You know what I'm saying? He has something to fall back on. But apparently being in the military is a fallback. I don't know, man. I just think like everybody tries to, when they tell these story times, they try to find the worst out of every situation, and it's really not that bad. Y'all wasn't compatible, but you don't have to down a person. You don't have to say, oh, I didn't like this or I didn't like that. Oh, this person gambled. When you found out that person gambled, like, if you're not that person's match, that doesn't mean somebody else who does like to go to the casino won't enjoy him. So just because that person is not your cup of tea doesn't mean that person's a bad person. It just means that person is not for you, or what they're doing does not align with what you have going on. But I could tell you 1,000 mother people that will go to the casino with they dude and have a good time. And what, I used to go to a casino with my friend, and we used to just hang out. But one thing is, I was like, she don't be winning no money, and she be high gambling. That's why she be running out of money so fast. And I'm like, you spending all your money in a hot second. You ain't never trying to find a game that's hot and try to win. That's why I be like, man, hell no, I can't go with nobody who there to lose it all. Shit, I ain't trying to lose a damn thing. I'm not trying to go for it all at one time. I'm trying to waste some time. That's what I see. The casino is just the same thing I see as going to the club. If you dating somebody and they like to go to the club and you don't like to go to the club, look, you will not be compatible with that person. You won't, because why you going to the club? Man, I like to go hang out. But it's some stuff that I just rather not be around. But anyway, that's a crazy story time. I just hope that she finds the person for her, but I'm gonna tell you what, she's not gonna find her man until she like 40. And she gonna somebody, if anybody get her, they gonna have to slip a baby in her. And then they're gonna have her just for a few years, and then she gonna realize she don't like them either, because she really don't like people. And that's just how it is. Like, man, you gotta find people you like. But for whatever reason, she nitpicked everything that she didn't like about this man. And in this story, she never told us anything that she liked about him, besides the original video where he put out the thing, and then she replied back to it with her own message, and then they got together. But she never said anything good about this man. So why'd you even go out with him? Because you told us everything about this man, and really, I don't even think he's a bad man. I don't know him in real life, but I don't think he's a bad man. He just wasn't for you, and you just made him seem like a horrible person for telling this story time, and I don't respect that. But let me know what y'all think about that one in the comment section.
Everyday people. Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.